Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayappa. Om Shakti, Parasakti. Welcome to the Journey Show, everybody. Good evening to everybody out there. You're live with us on Atom Bull TV. Well, I'm your host, Kimera, Heeralal, and by my side, I have Thiru, Pillay. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi. It's such a pleasure to be here.
It's his first time on TV, ladies and gentlemen, so he looks a little bit shy, but we will get out of him in a couple of minutes. Now, just remember, if you want to interact with us in studio today, you can do so with the contact details, which you'll find at the bottom right of your screen, or you can comment in the bottom column where it says live chat, as we are live this evening. Coming in on YouTube is Kim Padachi. She says, Vanakkam, Ramashni Padachi. Vanakkam to you too, dear. Well, Vanakkam to Ramashni Padachi, the producer of the show.
Vanakkam.
Welcome to everybody. For those of you who are watching the show for the very first time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. We've got Vona Daibai coming in saying Namaste. Cassie Poonen, Vanakkam. Or is it Auntie Cassie rather? I've been calling Auntie Cassie. You know pronunciation? Yeah. It's the way you read it. Well, guys, today is a lovely Friday, a beautiful Friday, and I actually tried to look like a lady today. No, I did okay.
Lovely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Thiru. So, Thiru, a Friday generally in the Hindu culture, as we're opening up the show this evening, every day we choose a different deity or god.
Yes.
So today is to the mother of the Hindu culture, also known as dressed as Amma.
Amma, Durga,
Durga, so many different names.
Yes.
How many names do you know offhand?
Well, I can tell you I know Amma.
Okay.
Durga, Devi, and I think that's about the three that
There's the three that you know.
I know.
Yeah.
There's many others.
You know Kalyamma, Adima, you know there's so many different names, and obviously these are the names in different realms, right?
Yes.
So there are thousands of different names, and as we go along with the show today, we actually decided, the producer decided to talk about Durga Ma in today's show. Well, this is the starting of the show, and if you just tuned in, don't go anywhere, we'll come back straight after this commercial break.
You can do anything. All you need is determination. And a fresh pair of these, nallies. But what's the point of looking like Injay game if all your money's on your feet and your dreams go up in flames? In this world of doing it for Ikram, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Om Sai Ram, Swami Saranam Ayappa.
Jai Shri Ram. So cute.
Om Shakti.
Parasakti. Well done for your very first time, bro. Thanks for being here. Guys, for those of you who don't know who he is, this is Thiru Pillay by my side, and I'm your host, Kimera Heeralal. You are currently watching The Journey Show. It's a show about exploring Hinduism as a whole, and if you'd like to interact with us in studio today, please do so with the contact details that you'll find at the bottom right of your screen. Don't forget, there's also a live chat column right at the bottom as we are live, and you can interact with us, share your beliefs, your opinions, everything you want to. It's your safe space.
Yeah.
This is your safe space.
And don't forget to like and share and subscribe.
Lovely. You know what, Thiru, I'm going to have you every week. Is that cool? If you're available. I know you're busy, man. Yeah.
If I'm not on Facebook. No, I'm joking.
Watching the show. Okay, commenting. That's perfect. It's perfectly fine.
I'm not
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as we're opening up the show this evening, we have Shanti people with the Gayatri mantra, as we are talking about Amma today, Durga Ma to be specific. Yeah, so here's Shanti people coming up from, I think, Cape Town, eh? Was it Cape Town?
Yes.
Okay, check them out.
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं prachodayat, prachodayat, prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Bhurrbhuva Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Hey, Prachodayat.
Om Shakti! That was beautiful. That was Shakti people from Cape Town, ladies and gentlemen, with the Gayatri Mantra. Right there. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Right?
Very nice.
Anything with a melody, I can do. I can do it. I can keep it. I take it.
I was just saying that what's nice about that rendition is that you can just see
Yes.
coming from the heart.
That's
you
it.
know? I always
That's it.
believe that if anything is rendered from the heart,
Mm.
I mean, anybody can absolutely enjoy it.
That is so true. Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I've shared with you before, Atonville TV is about showcasing talent, and not talent that you know. We're not doing famous people here. We are doing people just like you in your homes. If you've got a smartphone and you can capture your talent with a camera, drop us a WhatsApp on 074-660-5829. There's the contact details right there. Check this. It is a natural. Look at this. I love it. Okay, so today we're talking a little bit about Durga Ma. What can you tell me? Your belief or opinion about Durga Ma?
So, my opinion, right? My opinion is because, I mean, I'm not. I'm very much involved.
Okay.
In my culture, I sing as
Okay.
well. I play harmonium.
Well,
If you
I know
that.
this. You play very well.
Harmonium, that's my passion.
Yes.
But Durga Ma, for me, she's she is the strength.
Okay.
She's the strength. She's the energy.
Right.
She brings energy,
Okay.
and she's the one that she brings peace. She
Yes.
good over evil.
Yes.
So she's the one that always in your life, in one's life, will she'll be there for you.
Excuse me.
She'll do everything she can to help you,
Yes.
to take away the evil and
Yes.
bring good in your life.
That's true.
And peace
That is true.
and unity as well.
Wow. Interact with us in studio today as we are taking live chats and comments which come in through YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, DTV Live, whichever platform you're coming through on. Comment at the bottom of the screen where it says live chat. Okay, so we've got Alan Murugan coming in saying Vanakam this evening. Vanakam to you too, sir. Sundri Pillay, Vanakam all. I'm so proud of my son.
Vanakkam, mom.
Hi, Mom. All right, we've got Shirley Garland coming in. Vanakam and Namaste. Vanakam, Namaste to all of
Vanakkam,
you.
Shirley.
Thank you so much, Shirley, for joining us on the show today. Do you personally know Shirley?
Yes.
You do? Thank you guys for supporting him and enjoying the show this evening. So today we're talking about Durga Ma, right? Now, according to our research and our team here at Atonville TV, and a very big thank you to Ramashni Padachi this evening for helping us with our research and our content. We've got a story which she has shared with us right here. Well, she says that Devi or Shakti symbolizes Ma Durga. She also chooses to say that this is the unlimited power. Shakti is an embodiment of supreme divine energy that is unleashed by the goddess to destroy evil and restore virtue and peace in the world. You're right. There you go. There's many that believe that, and it seems to be true. So whenever satanic forces rise to unsettle the workings of the cosmos, the Supreme Creator, through his inconceivable energies, checks such forces at once. Goddess Durga is one of the female energies of the Supreme Absolute, who is known as Devi or Shakti. the unconquerable force. She is considered as the purest root cause of creation, maintenance, and destruction, just as you said. Yeah. So Goddess Durga was created for the slaying of the buffalo demon Mahisha. How do you say Mahishasura?
Mahishasura.
Yeah, correct. All right, so we're talking about the buffalo demon Mahishasura. Now, Mahishasura is a Sanskrit word composed of Mahisha, meaning buffalo, and Asura, meaning demon, translating to buffalo demon. Now, as an Asura, Mahishura. now, as an Asura, Mahishasura waged. Mahishasura. Thank you. So, Mahishasura waged war against the devas, and Mahishasura was demon, or should I say, Mahishasura was a demon who was disturbed by humanity on this earth. So through intense worship of Lord Brahma, Mahishasura got the boon that he could not be defeated by any man or god. Wow. Okay, that's scary, but also true. All right, so Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva combined their powers to construct a formidable female form with 10 arms. And it's believed that Lord Vishnu emitted a divine light, and similarly, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, and Indra emanated divine light and combined to form a huge mountain of great energy. Yeah.
Yes.
So do you believe all of this information to be true?
Yes.
You do. All right, interact with us in studio today, ladies and gentlemen, it is a Friday and we are talking about Durga Ma in particular. If you know anything about her or anything that you want to share about your beliefs, you're welcome to do so at the bottom of the screen. Now, do you believe that the gods, do you know anything about the gods, or do you know anything else you want to share with us about Durga Ma from what we've shared with the viewers already?
Yes, actually, so usually every year there's Amma prayers.
Okay.
So I've had the opportunity to be involved with Amma prayers over the years.
Yes.
And it's very it's very significant.
Yes.
Because it involves certain foods that are made.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. And mind you, that actually has a story behind it.
Okay.
It's like the cabbage.
Yes.
The pumpkin.
Yes.
Porridge.
Yeah.
The porridge normally it's actually it's meal.
Yeah.
But it's actually left like a week or something before.
Yes, I know.
It's left at the Amma's.
Well, that's what I was told. So it's true.
No,
it has to get a mold and all of that.
Yes. So that all has there's a reason why it's done.
Yes.
And
would you like to share with us? You're welcome to.
Well, I'd rather not tell you. I'd rather not give you the wrong reason.
It's okay.
But what I know, I can tell you.
Sure.
Basically, is that the reason being is that Amma, she actually used to feed. It's like all these, how can I say, underprivileged kids.
Yes.
So she loved feeding them.
Yes.
And that was the food that she actually fed them. The porridge,
yes.
The pumpkin, the cabbage, and what's the other one? There's another one. Do you know it?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
It will come back to me.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Thiru Pillay is busy thinking about that one, I'm gonna share with you the gods that bestowed Durga Ma with the weapons that Ma holds in her 10 arms that we just spoke about and mentioned. But before we do, let's come back straight after this commercial break.
For the ones we trust to always be there. For the ones caring for others. For the ones who keep going no matter where they are. In extraordinary times, extraordinary people step up and tackle the big things and the little things that matter. For the ones making sacrifices, standing guard, and standing on the front lines, we're grateful for all you do, and we're always here to help you do it. For the ones who get it done.
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa.
Om Shakti.
Parashakti. Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you are live with us on Attenborough TV. This is the Journey Show, and it's about exploring Hinduism as a whole. I'm your host, Kimera Heeralal, and by my side, I've got Thiru Pillay. Hey. And if you just joined us, so today we're talking about Durga Ma, as it is a Friday, so it's all about the Ammas. Yes, it is. If you want to interact with us in studio today and you don't know how to do so, live chat column at the bottom of the screen, or contact details at the bottom right of your screen. Throughout the entire show, he's even showing you. I mean, come on. There's it right there. All right. So if you want to share any of your beliefs or any of your information with us, and we also stand corrected in what we are doing in our teachings, because there are different beliefs out there.
Yes.
So we very open-minded people. This show is about Hindus as a whole. So we welcome Tamils, Hindus, Gujarati, doesn't matter. We are all, well, I feel we're all one.
Yes.
Yes, there's a tweak here and there in different beliefs, I get that.
And I think, yes, 100%.
Yes.
And mind you, I think everybody is entitled to opinions.
That's it.
But at the end of the day, I think it's good also to learn.
Yes.
And
understand because once you understand everything, it will all make sense.
Yes.
And you can respect one another still. Don't lose that. Shirley Gandon coming in on YouTube. Om Shakti. Parashakti. So this is beautiful. I love the interaction. I love the viewers. Now, as we stopped earlier, I said I was going to share with you guys the gods that bestowed Durga Ma with the weapons that Ma holds in her 10 arms. You want to talk about that a little bit?
So the weapons that she holds, so you get, it's the trident.
Okay.
Or they call it the Trishu.
Yes, that I know. Yes.
Then it's the chakra or disc.
Yes.
That's number 2. Then the conch.
Yes.
The bow and arrow.
Yeah.
The thunderbolt.
Yes.
The sword, the mace, the snake, the lotus, and the axe.
Okay, let's talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now the first one that you mentioned was the trident, right? Now, I believe, well, people believe, or people have shared with me, gifted by Lord Shiva. Now, you call it the Trishul. Is that how you pronounce it in Tamil?
Trishu.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the Trishul, also known as the trident, has 3 sharp edges, meaning that humans are composed of 3 ganas, okay, or qualities, namely the tamas, meaning the inactivity, and the lethargic tendency, rajas, meaning hyperactivity, and desires, and sattva, meaning positivity and purity. Now, as the trident pieces anything to death, the compassion of Durga Ma shall confer the wisdom necessary to conquer the 3 qualities and emerge victorious.
Yes, so that's very significant. The Trishu, because it's obviously they call it Sulo.
Yes.
Sulo.
For those of you who are not Hindu and have no idea what we're talking about, in The Little Mermaid, the father has a trident. That's exactly what we're talking about. Now, I went to the prayer shop the other day.
Yes.
You won't believe the solo, right? I call it the solo. It looked, the tips were different. And the gentleman that was standing next to me in the queue was actually shouting at the gentleman, how can you sell this? Because this is not the right thing.
Yes.
The tips were pointing the other way.
The other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's one of those things, but some people obviously.
But it seems to have a significance or a difference because this gentleman was very upset. And he looked holier than thou. He had his chakra beads, he had his mantra beads, he had every type of,
So I think that it's good that you raised that because then it comes down to obviously the supplier that's supplying.
Yes.
By no fault is it the owner's fault who bought them.
The owner of the shop is actually a guru.
Okay.
He should have known better though.
He should have.
Now I was standing in the queue. Guys, I'm learning just as much as you are. I was standing there and I actually looked at the soul and I said, excuse me, uncle, with all due respect, can you explain to me why the tips, does it have a significance or does it matter? I mean, it's also like eating with a fork. You get the fancy ones and then you get a straight normal fork, but it still does the job, the deed. This gentleman said to me, he took my number. He says, I will email you the significance of each piece and part of the solo. So that we're going to do on another show. Yeah.
I learned something new today.
There we go.
100%.
Right? And you know what? When you go out every day, every single day, no matter how old you are or how old you get, you will learn something new, which is a fact. Yeah?
Every day, from the moment you wake up.
That's true.
I think it's so important that the attitude is there.
Yes.
The attitude, if you wake up sad, you're gonna be sad all day. But if you wake up and you say, you know what, this is my day, I'm gonna make it happen. And yes,
Happiness is a choice, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that? Oh yeah. So you gotta have Kimera, Heeralal, and Thiru Pillay in your life every day. Be here from Monday to Friday. It's gonna be an epic day. And if you're not all about culture, how about this? Can you join me on Monday morning? Can you join me on Monday morning on the Crack of Dawn show? It's an English show. It's a variety show. It's about everything. Well, it's mainly your current affairs. And I like those mythical stories. Did you enjoy the show this morning?
The show this morning, actually, and it was awesome. Yeah.
Well, Thiru Pillay says, I'm going to try and get him to stay with me and join me on the show every week. You guys are going to get to know him on the show. You're welcome to insult us. Healthy criticism is welcome. If you love us, tell us you love us. You know you've got to tell people you love them every day. But if you hate us, we love you more, don't we? I love it like that. All right. So moving on from the trident, let's go to the chakra or the disc, right? Do you want to tell the people a little bit about that?
So the chakra or the disc, it revolves, gifted by Lord Vishnu, which revolves around Durga Ma's hands.
Okay.
It shows that Durga Ma is the center of creation, and all the universe revolves around Durga Ma.
Now, looking at what you just said, that is a powerful Ma.
Yes. The universe.
Did you see my facial expression?
Yes, I did.
That is something you don't play with.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't play with no Sami or no God, but from looking at this Durga Ma, from what I know about Durga Ma, I do believe, didn't all the Samis come together to create this Ma? To your belief, do you know?
So, yes, I mean, we read something about that earlier on.
Yeah.
And I believe that's
now
possible.
Imagine now each deity or each Sami seems so fierce and a little bit scary because we're human, right? But thinking of all those powers combined into one tells you the power of
the energy that she has.
The energy and the power. The
very, very, very powerful.
Yes. Now, as we're talking about the chakra and the dust, did you know there are secrets out there? Before we continue with this, do you want to say anything about the conch or the nose, or the noose rather?
So basically, that it symbolizes the home.
Yes.
So basically, if you look at it on its own,
that's brilliant.
It symbolizes a home sign.
Yes.
So I think in terms of the conch, a conch is almost like an instrument as well.
Yes.
It's blown.
The conch shell. It looks like a shell
from
the ocean. Yeah.
Yes. So when you blow,
I know that sound. I know. I'm trying to get my mom's in India, by the way, at the moment. I'm trying to get her to buy me the conch shell and the urke, the king drum.
Yes, the urke.
She can't find it. I don't know. How do you go to India and not find it? But anyway, shout out to Mom if you are watching the show. Namaste. Okay, so we were talking about the weapons in her 10 arms now, right? So we mentioned the trident, we explained a bit about that. We spoke about the chakra, or you can call it a disc, and we spoke about the conch and noose.
Just about the conch as well.
Yes.
When it's blown, I don't know if you perhaps heard it, but usually it's blown like when a guru is saying the mantras, or when you sing in a song, dedicated to Ma. It sounds like a home.
It does.
It creates that home. It actually sounds like a home. So
when I light my lamp to cleanse my aura, first I need to cleanse my surroundings, because energy is from different directions, places, people coming into the house. So I will start with Om, and the conch shell sounds so close to that.
Yes.
Right?
Automatically, that, just as you said it now,
cleanses the entire area that you're in.
I literally felt relaxed.
That's it.
To be honest with you, that's.
So as we're talking about all the weapons from Durga Ma, and we spoke about her 10 arms, we're also mentioning now the bow and arrow. What can you tell us about the bow and arrow?
The bow and arrow?
Yeah.
It's used in Robin Hood.
I like it.
Okay, no. But on a serious note, the bow and arrow is basically, when you're shooting.
Yes.
When you're holding a bow, right?
Yeah.
And you're shooting it.
Yes.
You're pulling the arrow.
Yes.
So you basically.
On that string on the bow.
You're creating energy.
Right.
So the harder you pull it.
I see that.
And when you're focused,
excuse me. Yes.
you focus. Let's say you're going to shoot maybe your target, right?
Yes.
The harder you pull it and the more you aim,
yes,
the energy you give it, it's either going to hit its target or not.
True.
So if you give it
practice. You know what? I'm not going to lie to you. I've never ever pulled a bow and arrow before. I'd like to. Where are we going? Do they do that around town here?
I'm sure they do.
In Benoni. We must do some research. We can all go out as a team. You're welcome to come as well. Join us in studio. All right. So what can you tell us about the next weapon, which is called the Thunderbolt?
The Thunderbolt is basically your supreme. So it's like your supreme power. You know? It's also very...
Picturing it and watching my sci-fi movies, right? Dangerous. You don't want to get shot by that one, right?
Definitely not, yeah.
All right.
And also, coming on that, also it's also significant to your character.
That's true.
You know?
Now that you mention it,
as a person.
Yeah.
Your character and how determined you are to, you know, to do things in life. And ultimately your willpower. That's another thing.
Thanks for sharing that with me.
Yeah, we all, you know, I think at the end of the day, your willpower determines the way you continue living your life.
That's a fact of life. I'm living proof of it. All right, as we're moving on with the weapons today, the sword. What can you tell us about that?
The sword, so that is basically your will to overcome negativity.
Yeah.
You know, so obviously every day you're faced with negativity in your life.
Fact.
I mean, I'm faced with it constantly. I mean, whether it be at the workplace,
everybody,
I'm not saying any, but
yes,
I'm not saying that it's people that, or it could be anything. It could just be the energy around you.
True.
But it's your will to overcome the negativity and not let it.
Can I be honest with you? There's not a single day in my life that I could tell you that was a perfect day. Even if it was something petty or small, like a person being rude or someone cutting me off on the freeway, you know, there is always going to be something negative. So thank you so much for sharing that with us as we're talking about Durga Ma's weapons, and as we're going through them slowly but surely we're getting through them. Now, okay, so we spoke about the thunderbolt, spoke about the sword, right?
Yes.
So now we're speaking about mace. What is a mace?
Mace is your devotion,
right,
to Durga Ma.
Okay.
So that's you know, I mean, there's many Amma devotees.
Yes.
Not all of us, but it's your loyalty to her, it's your devotion to her, whether or not, you know.
Is that also something like I remember somebody mentioned a word called bhakti. Is it your bhakti as well?
Devotion, yes. Another word for bhakti is devotion.
Wow, thank you for that. All right.
Nice. I like that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bhakti.
Thank you. Hindi girl trying to speak Tamil. Well done to me. Mom would be proud. Thiru's clapping at me. All right. So, what can you tell us about the snake and the lotus? Okay, let's start with the snake. Let's quickly go through this. Tell us a bit about the snake.
So your snake is basically your consciousness. You know, so we all have a consciousness in life. I mean, when you do something, you have a conscience. You know,
that's true.
Conscience.
Some of you do.
So many of us sometimes I think I mean, you get many people that pray at home.
Yeah.
Many people that pray at the temple.
Yes.
Many people that you know, that they just pray.
Yes.
Doesn't matter where.
Okay.
You know, you can pray anywhere.
That's true.
But at the end of the day, it's I mean, at the end of the day, you're not gonna pray and say, you know what, God, please do this for me, please do that for me, and expect it to happen overnight.
True story.
You know. So I think at the end of the day, sometimes when you pray and you just, you know, you do it with the right intentions.
Yes.
And don't have any expectations. But do it with the right intentions.
You need to learn that. You know, I'm talking to you. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for the explanation.
Your consciousness moving to elevating your consciousness.
That's
you
it.
Know? I think that's the right.
Thanks for the explanation. It's well done there.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's move to. Okay, so that was the snake, right?
Yeah.
Now, moving on to the lotus. Everybody sees in Hinduism there's a flower and there's a sami either on the flower, and there's a lotus somewhere in the picture. Can you give us the significance of the lotus?
Yeah, so the lotus is if you take a lotus, right? It will either blossom,
Okay.
or it will die out.
It's your story.
But how do you let it blossom?
You have to look after it.
You have to
nurture
look
it.
after it. You have to nurture it.
Okay.
Same, I'm referring to knowledge.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
So wisdom, in my opinion, is earned through learning
Okay.
and through developing your knowledge. You know,
Okay.
and also creating. You know, being aware.
That's
you know,
true.
not
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah.
ignorant about things.
True.
But rather, you know what? Let me go and learn about it.
Yes.
So, in other words, you're developing your wisdom.
Yeah.
I think in today's life it's important because we're living in a very fast-paced.
Oh yes.
You know.
Especially in Johannesburg. I can't say the same for Cape Town. Sorry, I had to do that. But you know, when I went to Cape Town, I stayed there for a
Yes.
couple of months. I was working there for like 6 months, right? I noticed everything there is at their own slow pace. The shops close at 9 p.m. So you can actually have that laid back, lazy kind of life.
But mind you, they get things done, eh?
They do.
On time.
No, they do. They do. I
I know
love
that.
working there. Don't get me wrong, I'm not insulting you guys. What I like about it is that you guys work to your own
Yeah.
pace. I like that lifestyle. So when I retire, you'll find me in Cape Town.
But I love it. I mean, the peace.
I love Cape Town too.
I love the calmness, the peace, and the quality of life. Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind me
So-
asking, are you a single man?
Yes,
You
I
are.
am.
So do you like Long Street in Cape Town? I know. Let's leave it at that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, before we cut to commercial, last but not least, we're talking about the last weapon, which is the axe. Tell us a bit about that before we go.
So the axe
Yeah.
is it has power. Obviously, an axe is. I mean, if you take an axe, right? If
Yeah.
you hit someone, it's gonna either hurt them or not, right?
True.
So the axe basically is used to destroy all the evil.
Is it? Wow.
You know, so basically, you're destroying the evil,
Right.
but
Mhm.
you're using it to create
Okay.
good.
Ah, nice.
So-
Thank you.
So all the evil, and I'm not saying you're gonna destroy someone, right?
Right.
But internally, within yourself,
Right.
you
You're
know,
almost
you're
enemy most of the
destroying all the
time.
evil within you,
Yeah.
and you creating space for good,
That's it.
for good in you. You want,
Thank you
I mean,
so
you want the good to come out. You don't want the evil to come out. You know,
That's it.
because we don't. I mean, we're bad people when we're not. You know, when we're evil. But when there's good in us,
Yes.
we actually blossom and we can have a natural smile.
Thanks for that, Thiru. Thank you so much, Ramashni Parachi, for your research and help with us. So as we just covered, the gods that bestowed Durga Ma with the weapons that Ma holds in her 10 arms, we spoke about the trident, the chakra, the conch and the noose, the bow and arrow, a thunderbolt. We spoke about the sword, mace, snake, lotus, as well as the axe. Now, we'll come back straight after this commercial break. Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranamayappa.
Om Shakti.
Parashakti. Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you are live with us on Attenville TV. You're currently watching The Journey with myself, Kimera Heeralal, as your host. And by my side, we got Thiru Pillay. Yeah.
Hi, guys.
And today is Friday as we're talking about Durga Amma, and we've got Devon Pirachi coming in on YouTube saying Goddess Mariamma, Goddess Lakshmi Amma, and Saraswati Amma joined it together, becoming Durga Amma. Oh, Adi Parashakti. Thank you so much for that, Devon. That was brilliant. Right? That was a great explanation, right?
Yes.
Everybody can see it on the screen. Now, interact with us in studio today just as Devon has and share your beliefs and, some are views, some are beliefs, some are opinions, and some people do things differently. But what we wanted the show to do is help us tie everything together so we can understand Hinduism as a whole, right?
Yes.
So I've got I was about to call you Thiru Bhai. I've got Thiru Bhai on my right, which is your left.
It's actually Thiru Rajan, by the way.
Is it Thiru Rajan?
That's it.
Uncle Thiru Rajan in the studio, everybody! Yeah! It's such an honor to have somebody here who wants to be here, who wants to do their seva, wants to do God's work. Because as you know, this is a non-paying job. I got a day job, by the way, guys, if you didn't know. And we're all about uplifting community. And Thiru, Uncle Thiru, wanted to help us actually uplift this platform to do our seva, to do our God's work. So today now, as we talk about God's work, we've got a lady, right, from London. Her name is Shashi Gusan.
Yes.
And she's all about upliftment, and she was trying to find a place to give back and teach about our culture. And then we found each other on the internet. How cool is that, right?
That's awesome.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
London.
Yeah, from London.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So we are global. We're hitting this international, ladies and gentlemen. Now, today, as everybody knows, for those of you who have watched the show before, Shashi Gusen is now becoming a resident presenter here on Attenville TV. Let's take a look at what Shashi Gusen has to say about the secrets of Durga Ma. Check out.
Namaste, I'm Shashi Gusen. Today I would like to talk about perhaps one of my favorite goddesses, and that's Goddess Durga. What is Goddess Durga? Durga means invincible in Sanskrit. There's mystical references in the Devi Upanishads which tells that it's the spiritual energy within us, within the Atma, within the Brahma. And it appeared about 5,000 years ago in a form of a cylindrical seal that was found in the Indus Valley civilization excavations. There are ancient caves throughout India with inscriptions and carvings of Durga Mata. And the first reference was made in the Rig Veda, and then later on in Mahabharata and even the Ramayana. And it is a female energy that was created to destroy a demon called Mahishasura, who had a boon that he could only be killed by a female. She is an aspect of Mother Goddess associated with protection, strength, motherhood, destruction, and wars. She manifests herself to combat evils that threaten peace and prosperity. She is depicted as a beautiful woman riding a lion or a tiger with 10 arms, each carrying a weapon, and often defeating demons, and her attributes are extensively listed in the sacred text, the Devi Mahatmya. Her icon shows her in action, yet her face is calm and serene. She is shown wearing a red sari, denoting power or energy. She acts out of necessity to destroy evil and manifest goodness, and for liberation of those who worship her. She is revered throughout India, especially after spring and autumn harvest and during Navratri. Goddess Durga has 108 names but 9 aspects which are worshipped during Navratri, and they are called Navdurga. And they are Shalaputri, Brahmacharini, Chandraghanta, Kushmanda, Skanda Mata, Katyayini, Kalratri, Mahagauri, and Siddhidatri. There are many legends associated with Goddess Durga, but perhaps one of the most famous one was when she slayed the demon Mahishasura. Mahishasura was a half buffalo demon who did severe penance in order to please Lord Brahma and asked for the boon of immortality. Brahma refused, stating that all must die one day. Mahishasura then thought for a while and asked a boon that only a woman should be able to kill him. Brahma granted the boon. Mahishasura started to torture innocent people. The Devas were worried and they went to Trimurti, which is the Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. And they all together combined their power and created Durga. Durga emerged from the waters of the holy Ganga as a spirit. She was given a physical form by all the gods. They put together a warrior woman with many hands, each holding a weapon donated by them. She became the Shakti or the energized power. She is the derivative from the male divinities and the true source of their inner power. She is also greater than any of them. Himavan, the lord of Himalayas, gifted a lion as her mount. Durga on her lion reached before Mahishasura's palace. Mahishasura took different forms and attacked the goddess. Each time, Durga would destroy this form and he would create a new form. The battle lasted 9 days. On the 10th day, Durga slayed Mahishasura when he was transforming himself as a buffalo. The victory on the 10th day is called Durga Puja and is celebrated throughout India. It usually falls between September and October and is when communities get together, making special colorful images of Durga out of clay, reciting the Devi mantras, prayers for 9 days, followed by a procession with singing and dancing, and then the image is immersed in water. There's a powerful mantra to seek the blessings of the Divine Mother, and that is Om Aing Reem Kleem Chamundai Vichai Namaha, which means Om, which is universal sound, Aing, which means Maha Saraswati, Reem, which means Maha Lakshmi, Kleem, which means Maha Kali, so thus representing all the three feminine forces of the universe. The Shakti or the strength of the mantra is enhanced by Om at the beginning and Namha at the end. It's a mantra to give us strength and give us protection. She has 10 arms, which symbolizes the protection given to her devotees from all 8 corners of the world and the sky and earth. She has the following weapons: the chakra, which spins to show center of creation and all world revolves around her; the conch, which represents Om, which is God in the form of sound; a bow and arrow, which represents control of energy; the lotus, which grows in murky waters. This helps men arise from their worldly bondage and attain moksha; the sword, a sharp sword, the sharpness of knowledge. The shine of the sword means freedom from all doubts; the mace, which exhibits loyalty, love and devotion; the club or the axe, which is the power to destroy as well as to create; the thunderbolt, the firmness of character, determination and supreme power; the snake, which is the masculine energy of Shiva; the trident, which is symbol of sattva or inactivity; rajas, which is activity; and tamas, which is non-activity. These weapons are considered symbols for self-discipline, selflessness, service to others, self-examination, prayer and devotion. Durga herself is viewed as the self or the divine mother that has created everything. But in spiritual terms, it is the destruction of evil and negative energy. For example, arrogance, jealousy, prejudice, hatred, anger, greed and selfishness. She is worshipped by the warriors to bless their weapons. During British Raj, Durga Puja became very important, a very prominent part of life, because the Hindu reformists used her as the icon for the Indian Independence March. In Nepal, the festival is celebrated over 15 days. The first 9 days are dedicated to devotion to Durga. The 10th day marks Durga's victory over Mahishasura, and the next 5 days celebrate the victory of good over evil. In Tibet and Sri Lanka, Goddess Durga is called Goddess Paldan Lamho. In Japan, she is called Butsumo. In Jainism, Satya Mata, which is found in all Jain temples and Ellora caves. In Sikhism, she is depicted as the divine in the Dasam Granth, which is a sacred text attributed to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. In Indonesia, she is called Loro Jongrang, which means the slender maiden. And there are over 135 statues which were excavated dating back to the 6th century. In Vietnam and Cambodia during Hindu rule, Durga sculptures have been found with her standing on one of the cut buffalo's head. Durga Mata, the goddess, is the inspiration of the Indian national anthem Vande Mataram, written during the Indian independence movement. She is revered as the Bharat Mata, meaning the Mother India, the protector to Indians. She is often shown in Bollywood movies, for example, Jai Santoshi Ma. The Indian army uses phrases like Durga Mata Ki Jai. Any woman who takes up a cause to fight justice is said to have a spirit of Durga in her. Well, that's a little bit of Hinduism for you. I hope you enjoyed listening to it.
Shashi Sen all the way in London, ladies and gentlemen, with the secrets of Durga Amma. That was interesting, right?
Yes, that was very interesting.
Well, if you just joined the show, you are a little late. You know we start at 7 o'clock. What is wrong with you? You're naughty. All right. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back straight after this commercial break.
The ultimate accessory. The latest shiny thing. Mesmerized. Trying to keep up, but never getting ahead in an endless cycle of spending. In this world of constant upgrades, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?
Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sai Ram, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa.
Om Shakti.
Parashakti. Welcome back, everybody. If you just joined us, you're a little late, but you are watching Atonville TV. This is the Journey Show, exploring Hinduism as a whole, with myself, Kimera Heeralal, as your host. By my side, Thiru Pillay. For those of you just met him, if you like him, press like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget that part. Coming in on YouTube, we've got Auntie Kasi Pune. She says, my belief about the sour porridge there was a poor couple who could only offer Amma the sour porridge that had it for days, and then she accepted it, and that is why it's called sour porridge.
Okay, that's interesting.
Auntie Kasi, thank you.
Thank you so much.
I never knew that. Did you know that?
I never knew that.
So, because it was only accepted a couple of days later, it became sour, obviously. So, Auntie Kasi, thank you so much.
That's the reason why they leave it early.
Now you know.
Become sour.
I thought it was you were going to teach us the significance next week, weren't you? Auntie Kasi.
Thank you, Auntie Kasi.
You school Thiru right there. All right, interact with us. Interact with us today as we are talking about Durga Ma, and it is a Friday. That's why we chose to speak about the Mas. Interact with us in studio. We are live. There's the bottom column right there that says live chat, or use the contact details right there at the bottom right of your screen. Yeah. Alright, so it's coming towards the end of the show, but before we do, we got a little talent for you guys. You know we showcase talent, we don't keep it all boring and blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So showcasing this evening is Paramesh Laureate with Amma Taye. Check him out. Amma, that was beautiful. That was Paramesh Lawrence with Amma. That was amazing. Okay, the sound is a little bit bad. Sorry, I'm fussy when it comes to sound engineering. But hey, you know what? They were doing God's work. They were so free, but it was beautiful. It was a beautiful song. Thank you so much to Paramesh Lawrence for sharing your content with us here on Attenborough TV. We've got Shirley Garland coming in. Thank you for the beautiful rendition. Love it. We love you, Auntie Shirley.
Auntie Shirley, I love you. Auntie Cindy, I love you.
Well, guys, before we close the show today, this has specially come from Palindran Munsawi, and he shares with us from the Thiru one of the 108 principles of the value system. Now, remember, I'm going to give you one every single day. Now, yesterday I shared with you one. Today, we're going to say, test persons you wish to employ and then entrust work to them. Yes. Is that not the one I did yesterday, sir? No, I did. Want another one?
Yes.
Do not forget, cultivate remembrance.
That's nice.
It's actually intelligent.
Yeah,
very intelligent. Oh my God. From, as I call him, Chipa from the Weinberg Street Temple, SMK, SSA. Shout out to Palendran Munsami. Welcome to you, sir, if you did catch the show. Thank you so much for teaching us what we know, well, the little that I know so far.
And I think from my side, I just want to say thank you to Actonville TV.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Kimera.
Yeah.
And I mean to your team.
Yes. Thank you. It's an honor.
It's an honor. It's a privilege, and I had so much of fun today.
Oh, I'm glad.
I think it's all with the right intention.
Yes.
And that's to educate, and I'm all for that. Thank you so much for having me.
It's been an honor and a pleasure. It's been our honor and pleasure. Thank you so much, Thiru. Thank you so much for being with us on the show today. For those of you who joined us, thank you for being such sports and interacting with us live in the studio. Without you guys, there's no us, right?
And don't forget to like,
share
and subscribe.
That's it. From myself, Kimera, Heeralal and Thiru Pillay, we're going to say Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskaram, Sairam, Jai Shri Ram, Swami Saranam Ayyappa, Om Shakti, Parashakti. Good night.